This is Overtime Inside Fantasy Sports, the 401. It's an extra edition of Cauz and Effect with
After dark.
Matthew Cauz and Randall the Handle. And last week we kind of talked about and threw out some suicide survivor pool teams you might want to roll with week number one. And if you listen to Matt Cauz and you probably are out of your survivor pool, he recommended San Diego.
Listen, I did you a favor. These suicide pools are murder. Get you out early.
See, Randall was smart one with Tennessee, a home team, week number one.
Yeah.
And it was a blowout game. The Raiders are the Raiders, correct?
Worked out week one.
So, week number two, the obvious pick when you're looking at the sched is the Green Bay Packers over the Buffalo Bills. But if you want to be a little bit more risque and say the Packers just say for a home date against Detroit later on the season, then you might want to look at some other teams. So, Randall, who would you be looking at this week?
Yeah, I want to go more risque because I'm going to hope that the Buffalo Bills pull an upset, knock out half a pool, and then I'm going to look at the Chargers to beat the Jaguars, who do not travel well and do not travel west. Last year, they were outscored 61-3 in 2 West Coast trips.
Wow. Nice. Okay, but is there any apprehension the fact that San Diego is coming off a short week?
That's always a little bit of a concern, but not against this team they're facing.
Yeah, and I don't think that team will be one of the teams that go 0-2.
No,
correct?
They shouldn't be.
They're too good. Cauz?
Yeah, I agree. Randall, it's not my pick, by the way. But yeah, again, Garrard, we've talked about on the show, is not good on the road. I'm going to go risque. You know what? I like to think outside the box. I play by my own rules. That's why I don't have a partner. I like the Oakland Raiders for at least one more week. I'm not writing off Oakland just. I'm not writing off just yet. But remember, the reason is St. Louis Rams on the road. I don't trust rookie quarterbacks on the road early in the season. And listen, at some point, if you want to win, you're going to have to take the top 17 teams. I think Oakland is going to be a top 17 team, so this is the week to take them.
This is a week for me. If you want to take the Carolina Panthers, you take the Carolina Panthers. They ran all over the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last year. I know it's the interdivision game, but still, this is a home team. This is a team at home who's 0-1, taking on a team that has no business being 1-0 at this point. You like my Panthers pick?
Yes,
it makes a lot more sense than his Raiders pick.
Listen,
I can tell you that.
You guys can just have your success and everything else. I
want to just take 30 seconds before we wrap this. We were talking off air about why Randall may like the Cleveland Browns this week against an upstart Kansas City Chiefs team.
Yeah, the Cleveland looked pretty good. They outplayed the Bucs. I mean, it was the lowly Bucs, but they outplayed them. They just didn't get the right side of the scoreboard. Now they play Kansas City, traveling on a short week where it's more relevant than coming home on a short week. And Kansas City didn't look that great. They won that game, but it was all special teams play, a couple turnovers against the Chargers. Cleveland ran over them last year. I think they'll do the same.
And also, you got to remember, Kansas City, when they're doing well, Arrowhead is one of the best home field advantages. And you saw that on Sunday night. They're not going to have that at all. And this Cleveland team, this is a better team now than it was. But it's a better team now than it was in the past.
Completely. I like Kansas City's special teams at least, and I like kind of the foundation they're building with that team. And Cleveland just doesn't do it for me. You can catch Randall the Handle and Inside the Lines with Middlestat and Rap each and every Sunday morning on the Fan 590, the best sports preview show out there for My Money Radio. We need you guys on television.
Yeah,
Randall.
we need your good-looking mugs on TV.
I don't know.
Middlestat's
we'll
an
see you
Adonis.
next week right here on Fantasy Sports 401.